Yo, what's up? I'm here with Yana, and today we're going to be talking about internal rotation of the hips and how you can train to not only capture the range of motion that you actually have, but also strengthening throughout the range. Yo, what's up? I'm Coach Rich Thurman, and I'm here at Count OSF where I do most of my personal training. Before we get started, make sure you smash the subscribe button so you never miss a post from me again. So the very first thing I'm going to do is a passive range hold. So I'm going to take Yana into her passive range, and of course I'm going to use a towel here because we don't know where Yana's shoes have been. So we're going to take her into her passive range. So she's relaxed here. I'm going to take her and move her into her passive range of motion. Once we're here, I'm going to tell her to sniff some air into the midsection, drive her hands down into the box, and I want her to hold this position here. She can even drive this heel up against the box in order to maintain that position there. We're gonna let go. Now this isn't as challenging as if she were sidelined because she would have gravity trying to pull downward. So what I can do is I can give a little bit of force here and I can make her work a little bit harder until she collapses and kind of fails through the range of motion, becoming an eccentric. One of the other things that I like to do is add ankle weights. You can do that. That's another way to add external load. What we can also do to kind of train the range is we can do kind of lift-offs from here. So we can lift off one leg at a time, for example. So she would drive this heel into the box, and I would have her lift this leg off for me. That's pretty easy for her, and then back down. But what I can also do is I can change her start position. So I can move her into a range here to start from, and I can ask her to lift off from my hand here. And now she's lifted off from my hand there, and she parachutes back to my hand. I can take her a little bit further, relax here, she's totally relaxed in my hand, and I can ask her to contract and try and lift off from my hand from this point here. Now that's gonna be a lot harder, and it's gonna require a little bit more neural drive to create that contraction the closer she is to end range. The very last thing we can do to challenge people in their internal rotation is work two hips at the same time. Now, I like to work unilaterally because I like to have all that neural drive driven into one specific set of tissue. But if you're short on time, you might want to do both hips at the same time. And that also makes it so that the hip girdle cannot really shift. So if you take both knees at the same, or you take both femurs at the same time, rotate them into internal rotation, now the hips have nowhere to shift and go. They both have to rotate at the same time, so the pelvic girdle is not really shifting one way or the other. If you like this video, be sure to like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss a post from me again.